With this problem, we're going to talk about how to estimate the cost of equity using two methodologies, the capital asset pricing model and the dividend growth model. Here is the problem. The equity beta for Harley-Davidson, whose ticker symbol is HOG, is 2.3. The yield on 10-year treasuries is 2%, and you estimate the market risk premium is for 4.5%. Further, HOG issues next year an annual dividend of 40 cents. It was 37.7%, and it's going to grow at 6% to 40 cents next year. Dividends are going to increase, we estimate, at 6% a year. So you're going to estimate HOG's cost of equity using the two methodologies. So with CAPM, capital asset pricing model, requires a risk-free rate, and we can use the yield on 10-year treasury notes as the risk-free rate in this problem, and a market risk premium that we're given of 4.5%. The constant dividend growth model requires the current stock price, the expected dividend for next year, and an estimate of future growth for the dividend. We have all this information. So let's estimate the cost of equity first using the capital asset pricing model. With the capital asset pricing model, we know that the cost of equity equals the risk-free rate plus the equity beta for the company multiplied by the market risk premium, which is the return in the market minus the risk-free rate. In this problem, we know that the risk-free rate is 2%, the beta is 2.3, and the market risk premium is for this whole term of holding the stock is 4.5%. Now, either you can use whole percents or decimals, but don't mix them up in this equation. With CAPM, I'm using percents. So what we see here is that when we do this calculation, the required return for this stock is 12.35% using the capital asset pricing model. Now let's use the dividend growth model. The cost of equity for the dividend growth model is the dividend to be paid in 1 year divided by the current stock price, dividend 1 divided by P0, or the dividend yield, plus the capital gains yield, which for a constant growth stock is the growth rate of dividends and the growth rate of stock price, or G. We know that the dividend to be paid in 1 year is 40 cents. And we know that the growth rate is 6%. Here I'm using decimals. When we calculate this out, we get an estimate of 7.68%. So we have estimated the cost of equity using both CAPM and dividend growth model. Why are estimates different? Because of different assumptions we're making when we're using each method. The two methods don't have to produce the same answer. In fact, it would be highly unlikely that they would. When the two approaches produce different answers, we have to examine the assumptions we made for each approach and decide which set of assumptions are more realistic. Thank you.